Alright, settle in, because what I'm about to share could completely change your perspective on aging. For decades, we've been told that declining strength, shaky balance, and the fear of falling are just an unavoidable part of getting older. But what if I told you there's a silent threat stealing our independence? More importantly, what if I told you it's not inevitable? This is Mrseniorhealth, and today, we're exposing the truth about a condition that affects millions, and how you can fight back, starting with your next meal. The silent thief. Sarcopenia unmasked. You know that feeling, right? One morning, getting out of a chair feels like a monumental effort. Stairs seem steeper, and your legs tremble slightly with each step. We often dismiss these as just getting old, but they're often warning signs of something far more insidious. Sarcopenia, the slow, silent loss of muscle mass. It's not as dramatic as a heart attack, nor as loud as arthritis, but its effects are devastating. Weakness in your legs, difficulty standing, a terrifying sense of instability, and above all, the increasing fear of falling. Asterisk, most people ignore these subtle cues until it's too late, till a slip in the kitchen leads to a broken bone, or they suddenly need help with basic tasks, like getting dressed. That's when the stark reality hits. The loss of independence doesn't happen all at once. It's a gradual erosion, one overlooked symptom at a time. Asterisk, sarcopenia is not your destiny. A call to action, asterisk. Here's the shocking truth they won't tell you. Sarcopenia is not unavoidable. It's not a life sentence. It's a warning, and you still have time to fight back. The two biggest culprits are a lack of movement, particularly strength-based exercises that keep your muscles engaged, and a diet that simply doesn't support your aging body. As we get older, our bodies absorb fewer nutrients. If your meals are low in protein, magnesium, vitamin D, omega-3, your body slowly stops rebuilding muscle and begins to silently lose it, day by day, until your legs can no longer support you. Asterisk, can you reverse it? Absolutely. I've witnessed it countless times with hundreds of older adults, men and women in their 60s, 70s, even 90s, who believed they'd never walk independently again. But they were wrong. With just a few small, consistent changes in their diet and daily habits, many not only regained their strength, but reclaimed their confidence. They went from fearing stairs to climbing them with ease, from shuffling across a room to walking proudly in the park. The secret isn't found in a hospital. It's hidden in your kitchen. Asterisk, you don't need drugs or surgery. What you need are four simple foods to nourish your muscles, protect your joints, and fortify your nervous system. Foods like chickpeas, pumpkin seeds, seaweed, and avocados might seem humble, but they're powerhouses of protein, magnesium, calcium, and healthy fats that rebuild the very tissues sarcopenia breaks down. These aren't exotic superfoods. They are real, affordable, everyday ingredients. Why this is urgent? The staggering cost of falls. Why is this so urgent? Because every 11 seconds, an older adult ends up in the hospital due to a fall caused by weak legs. That's not just a statistic. Behind every fall is pain, fear, a family's shock, and often the beginning of a long, difficult journey to regain basic independence. But you don't have to become one of those numbers. You can take control right now, starting with your very next meal, from the moment you decide to stop waiting and start acting. So don't dismiss this just yet, because the first food I'm about to show you won't just boost leg strength. It can also improve your sleep and your mood in just a few days. And sometimes that's all it takes to start a new chapter. Before we dive in, let us know in the comments. How old are you and where are you from? We read every message, and believe it or not, your story might inspire others to stand up and fight for their health too. Now let's get started. Asterisk, food number 1. Chickpeas, the muscle rebuilder. Asterisk, this is a shocking truth. As early as age 50, your body begins to lose muscle faster than it can rebuild it. This condition, sarcopenia, weakens your legs, steals your balance, and increases your risk of sudden, life-altering falls. But studies now confirm what nutritionists have quietly known. For years, regularly adding chickpeas to your diet can significantly slow this muscle loss and even reverse it. Why? Because chickpeas are packed with high-quality plant protein, the precise fuel your aging muscles need to stay strong, firm, and responsive. Asterisk, but that's not all. They also contain magnesium, iron, and vitamin B6, a trio of nutrients essential for muscle contraction, energy production, and lightning-fast communication between your nerves and muscles. Without enough, the results are all too familiar. Leg cramps, heaviness, fatigue, and the uncomfortable pins and needles sensation that so many older adults dread. Asterisk, A. 2019 study from the University of Mrseniorhealth found that older adults who ate chickpeas 3 times a week lost 22% less muscle mass than those who didn't. That's not a small number. It's a potential game changer. It means fewer stumbles, stronger legs, better posture, and more confidence with every step. Asterisk, still not convinced? Then let me tell you about Mr. James Walker, a 74-year-old. After a fall down the stairs, he didn't ask for pain pills. He asked for strength. Together, we rebuilt his diet, and chickpeas became his primary ally. 3 times a week, he added them to warm stews, salads, and soups. In just 5 weeks, he was walking through his neighborhood with a steady gait, no more trembling knees or struggling to get up from a chair. His transformation wasn't magic. It was nutrition, simple, consistent, and powerful. Asterisk for most older patients, I recommend starting with just half a cup, about 125 grams of cooked chickpeas per serving. Eat them a few times a week, and you could feel a real shift in your leg strength, balance, and energy. What makes chickpeas even more incredible is how easy they are to use. Blend them with olive oil, lemon, and herbs for a Mediterranean snack. Toss them with cucumber, red onion, and parsley for a refreshing salad. Or simmer them in a golden soup with turmeric, black pepper, carrots, and celery. Perfect for improving circulation and soothing inflammation. Asterisk if you're using dried chickpeas. Soak them overnight with a pinch of baking soda. This simple step helps reduce phytic acid, improves iron absorption, and makes them easier to digest, especially important for older adults dealing with stomach discomfort, fatigue, or low iron levels. If you've ever eaten chickpeas, even once, drop chickpeas in the comments below. Not just to let us know you're here, but to inspire others, because this next food doesn't just support your muscles, it can be a secret weapon against one of the most painful nighttime problems no one talks about: leg cramps. Food number 2, pumpkin seeds, the nerve harmonizer. Asterisk if chickpeas are the foundation for building strength. Pumpkin seeds are the fine-tuning tools that keep your muscles and nerves working in harmony. These small, crunchy seeds are packed with one of the most crucial yet overlooked nutrients for people over 50. Magnesium. Asterisk magnesium is the mineral your body relies on to keep muscles calm, nerves balanced, and contractions rhythmic. Without enough of it, you're left with restless legs, twitching, unexplained stiffness, or muscle fatigue that lingers long after even light exercise. Here's the scary part. Even people with otherwise healthy diets are often deficient in magnesium. And in older adults, that gap becomes a breeding ground for chronic discomfort, sleepless nights, and balance issues. Asterisk, but pumpkin seeds don't stop at magnesium. They also provide zinc, healthy fats, antioxidants, a nutrient blend that cools inflammation, protects cartilage, and reduces arthritic swelling. That's why they're especially helpful for anyone experiencing strained knees, swollen ankles, or working long hours on their feet. A 2020 clinical study from Complutense University of Madrid found that older adults aged 55 and over who consumed 30 to 40 grams of pumpkin seeds daily for just 6 weeks experienced a 31% reduction in nighttime leg cramps, along with improved balance and a steadier gait even with something as simple as standing on one leg. These aren't just lab results. These are life-changing shifts that help you wake up refreshed, walk with confidence, and sleep without fear. Asterisk, I've seen it firsthand. It's just like with Mrs. Emily Harris, 68, who had struggled with calf cramps for years. She'd tried everything. heating pads, nighttime stretches, massages, even essential oil therapies. Nothing worked. So I suggested one small change: a handful of roasted, unsalted pumpkin seeds every day around 4 p.m. The results were astounding. For the first time in years, she woke up with relaxed legs, deeper sleep, better focus, and enough energy to start walking again in the mornings. It all began with a small handful. Asterisk, for most people, I recommend 30 grams, or about 2 tablespoons, of unsalted pumpkin seeds. They're easy to digest and incredibly versatile. Sprinkle them over warm oatmeal, toss them into a fresh salad, mix them into cooked vegetables, or enjoy them straight from the pan, lightly roasted. And here's a crucial timing tip: eat them between 3 and 5 p.m. This gives your body time to absorb the magnesium, let your nervous system settle, and prepare you for a better night's sleep. This small change can help reduce muscle tension, enhance relaxation, and reclaim peaceful sleep. Because sometimes the biggest breakthroughs in health come from the smallest, most consistent changes. And adding pumpkin seeds to your daily routine can be one of those life-altering choices. Simple, affordable, and powerfully effective. Keep watching, because this is the part that can truly change everything. Asterisk, food number 3. Seaweed, the joint and bone protector. Asterisk, this next food doesn't come from the ground. It rises from the ocean. And it could be the key to protecting your joints and bones from silent destruction. If your knees ache when you climb stairs, if getting up from a chair comes with cracks and pops, if turning suddenly sends a jolt through your joints, your body is warning you that stiffness isn't just about getting old. It's your bones and joints crying out for help. Asterisk, seaweeds, particularly varieties like wakame, kombu, kelp, and brown algae, are some of the most potent natural sources of organic calcium, iodine, and anti-inflammatory compounds like fucoidan and laminorin. These are the nutrients your aging body is starved for. These compounds do what ordinary supplements can't. They strengthen brittle bones, reduce painful joint stiffness, protect cartilage from wear and tear, and increase the production of synovial fluid, that precious cushioning that keeps your joints gliding smoothly without grinding or sharp pain. Asterisk, in 2021, a study published in the American Journal of the Nutrition Society found that women over 60 who ate seaweed just 2 to 3 times a week had up to 16% higher bone density than those who didn't. But I've seen what seaweed can do in real life, up close and personal. Take Maria, for example, a 70-year-old retired yoga instructor. Arthritis had stolen her flexibility and forced her to give up teaching. But instead of relying solely on medication or exercise, we made a crucial shift. We transformed her plate. Warm miso soup with wakame and tofu, crispy seaweed salad with a splash of vinegar, rice bowls wrapped in nori sheets. At first it seemed like a small change, but after just 2 months, everything began to shift. Her inflammation reduced, her pain subsided. She began stretching again, gently, slowly, confidently. For someone who thought her flexibility was gone forever, it felt like a miracle. Today, Maria still eats seaweed several times a week, and she says her joints feel lighter, her balance is stronger, her energy is steady and stable. Asterisk, you don't have to transform your entire diet. Just adding seaweed 2 or 3 times a week can work wonders. Sprinkle flakes into your soup, mix them into guacamole, wrap steamed vegetables, or lean protein with a nori sheet. And here's a bonus tip. When making seaweed broth, add thin slices of fresh ginger and a drop of sesame oil. It boosts flavor, enhances calcium absorption, and soothes digestion, especially helpful for older adults with sensitive stomachs or slower metabolisms. Asterisk, don't underestimate this gift from the ocean. It may look simple, but it holds the quiet power to rebuild from within. Seaweed makes bones stronger. It loosens stiff joints. It restores smooth movement and refreshes your body's natural rhythm. If you've ever tried seaweed even once, comment seaweed below. Your story might inspire someone to move without pain again. Food number 4, Avocado, the nerve superfood asterisk. If you've ever felt numbness in your calves, a tingling in your toes, or that strange sensation when walking, like your legs are moving, but your brain can't quite keep up, you're not imagining things. Those are red flags from your peripheral nerves, warning you that they're being undernourished. And if ignored, these signals can slowly erode your confidence, your balance, and your ability to stay firmly on your feet. Asterisk avocados are a nerve superfood, packed with monounsaturated fats, especially oleic acid, which strengthens the delicate membranes of your nerve cells. They help sharpen the communication between your brain, your spinal cord, and your lower limbs. When your nerves are working properly, movements become more coordinated, smoother, more connected, and far less prone to mistakes or sudden stumbles. Asterisk, but that's just the beginning. Avocados are also rich in potassium, a key mineral for muscle contraction, fluid balance, and preventing cramps. And they provide a generous dose of vitamin E, a powerful antioxidant that protects fragile nerve endings from oxidative stress and age-related damage. Together, these nutrients form a shield, safeguarding your mobility and enhancing your awareness with every step you take. Asterisks still think it's just hype? Think again. A 2021 study published in the American Journal of Nutrition and Gerontology showed that older adults over 65 who ate avocado at least 4 times a week for 6 weeks had significantly better balance, posture, and leg stability, especially those who already showed mild signs of instability, like trouble rising from a chair or walking on uneven ground. That's not just promising, that's life-changing. Asterisk, I'll never forget Michael Bennett, 79-year-old retired teacher who came to me because he was starting to lose feeling in his feet. He was scared, not of pain, but of what he might lose, his ability to walk with his grandson, his greatest joy. So we made one dramatic change. We replaced his sugary breakfast with something simple yet transformative: a slice of whole grain toast, mashed avocado, a sprinkle of chia seeds, and a squeeze of lemon. Nothing fancy, no pills, just food. And for weeks later, Michael was back with a smile that lit up the room. He looked at me and said, "I can feel the ground under my feet again, and I can walk beside my grandson without fear." Asterisk, here's what I recommend. Start eating avocado 3 to 4 times a week, using 1/3 to 1/2 of an avocado per serving. Mornings are ideal. Your body absorbs fats better earlier in the day, but they also make a perfect afternoon snack to soothe your nerves and sustain energy. Use them any way that fits your lifestyle. Mashed on toast, diced into a quinoa salad, blended into a smoothie with banana and almond milk, or rolled into a veggie wrap. And for an extra nerve-boosting bonus, add a tablespoon of crushed walnuts, chia seeds, or flax seeds to your avocado mix. This increases your intake of omega-3 south and additional vitamin E, 2 nerve-protective nutrients that reduce inflammation and improve communication between your brain and body. Asterisk, don't be fooled by its soft texture. Avocado is anything but passive, supports nerve health, enhances muscle control, and helps every step feel stable, safe, and grounded. It's not just a fruit. It's a quiet yet powerful reset button for your lower body. When your legs stop trembling, when the numbness fades, and when you can trust your footing again, you'll know that healing doesn't always come in a bottle. Sometimes it starts with breakfast. If you've made it this far, don't stop now, because this is the part that can truly change everything. Asterisk, your journey to renewed independence starts now. Asterisk. You've just discovered 4 powerful foods that don't just nourish your muscles. They protect your nerves, rebuild joints, and help restore the most precious gift we have as we age: independence. Don't wait until the day you need a cane, or worse, someone's arm, just to take a few steps. Start today with one small bite. Whether it's a spoonful of mashed avocado, a handful of pumpkin seeds, or a warm bowl of seaweed soup, every simple action you take now is a step towards freedom tomorrow. Asterisk, if this video opened your eyes even a little, hit the like button to let us know you're walking this journey with us. Share it with a friend, a parent, a neighbor, anyone who deserves to walk stronger, safer, and more confidently. And whatever you do, don't leave without subscribing to Mr. Senior Health. Because in our next video, we'll dive even deeper into strategies that can help you stay active, balanced, and independent, not just in your 50s, but well into your 60s, 70s, and beyond. Let me know in the comments which of these foods you've already tried and which one you're most excited to try first. We read every comment, and your story might just inspire someone else to take that first step. I'll see you in the next video. And remember, it's never too late if you choose to start today. Let's beat sarcopenia together.